Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, November 30th. November 30th, 2021. Who almost let it be December? Who fucking almost let it be December? We'll find out. But we got a great show coming up for you tonight. We got new six-pack. And we've got, we got some great stories, some stories from Disney and Epcot. That'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that as well. But, I should be sending everything. All right, well, let's just jump you right into the great green room here.
Is that a new building? Did you make a new beer holder?
Yeah. Oh,
is this a new one?
Isn't it pretty?
This is the fucking finest way anyone has
Green
ever
room.
served trash ever.
Hello.
This is amazing. Hi.
Sorry, Bonnie brought in.
What is that?
Look at this piece.
Art. Look,
Okay,
art.
hold
Look,
on.
everyone.
Is it a bong? What is it?
Yes, it is a bong.
She brought in a new custom White Claw displayer.
Nice, a bowl. That's pretty.
Hold on, let me see if I can get some light on. Oh, is it still warm from the kiln?
Yes.
God, is it really?
Get out of the kiln.
Yes. It's toasty and
Put it on my
cozy.
lap. Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Don't multitask, sir. Don't multitask.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we were just talking before we went live about there is, I believe it's Slash Film, just did a deep dive. I'll find the actual thing so you guys can go get it. That you are not getting old and dying as I just assumed I was. In reality, dialogue in movies and television shows is actually harder to hear.
It's actually unlistenable.
It's actually.
Oh, how come?
Yeah, Slash Film, Ben Pearson. Get big shout out to Ben Pearson who did the deep dive on it. But it's here's why movie dialogue has gotten more difficult
All right,
to understand.
this is probably worth deconstructing, and we're friends with Slash Film, so we can actually do a listicle real quick on this. You want to take us through the bullet points?
Yeah. So the first one.
Coming in at number one reason that you should
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
And more specifically, the idea that there are some directors that are intentionally burying audio as a form of storytelling. So, like
Like they want you to feel like the rocket is big and loud and scary and it's hard to hear people. So they just like, well, we can't make the rocket any louder, but we could turn down Matthew McConaughey and
have this entire dialogue that you're like, what are they saying? Excuse me. Yeah. So you do not know what the hell is happening. Number 2 for this article that now is deciding not to load. It is an acting choice. Apparently, a lot of actors are mumbling more.
Yep.
And that is just a thing that is like, it is a trend in modern acting that like, if the difference that made Bing Crosby a icon was that he was able to like croon very softly into the mic, as opposed to everybody else who was like singing a song, singing a song, singing a song. Like now that is our modern movie equivalent, is that there's more mumbling under the breath.
So all you have to do to act is be a teenager.
Or Popeye.
Yeah.
So question, what does that convey? Because I understand how, let's say, a Curb Your Enthusiasm style of acting where there's lots of fragments, a lot of cutting off, a lot of stammering. What that conveys is this is not scripted. I'm actually talking. This is a real dialogue. I'm a bit flummoxed by what the mumbling would convey.
I think it's just it's an acting choice in the way that it would be a directing or editing choice to say like, okay, well, this character doesn't know what they're gonna say, and so they are or they're not sure of what they're gonna say, so they're saying it softer than you would otherwise. Like, this isn't stage acting; you don't need to reach the back row, So in
That's
the
true.
movie, you can now act more realistically, and realistically, sometimes you just
Can I throw an idea out there, and you can
Okay.
tell me whether or not it passes a sniff test?
What?
Is I'm thinking specifically of female leads, but I suppose male and female. It invites intimacy because if you're what do you do? You
lean forward.
you get closer. You
Well,
listen.
I've definitely seen more roles like the. They say when I find roles that come in audition requests,
Yeah.
they say we want people to sound real people, real voices.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
Hello, friend.
What's
And-
going
well,
on?
You know what? Actually, let's play this authentic recording of real people from 1947.
Real people from 1947. This
Hello, friend.
Hey
Have you
there.
seen any people with foreign tendencies?
yes, there's quite a few over here.
I say we killed him.
yes.
song, singing a song. Everybody, I'm singing a song.
Sorry, let me turn down the radio.
All right, so number
Did you
3.
notice there were no female voices?
Very realistic.
What's funny is,
very
as we were
realistic.
doing this, I saw a body suddenly break into a smile and then wait as she realized her bit.
All right, so number 3, sound is not respected on sets. And so this was
Yes.
complaint of sound engineers on set, not the people who are mixing the audio,
Right.
that as movies have gotten more, even indie movies can now do big tracking shots. They can do things in camera that they weren't able to do before. Now that they're not only free of film, but also you can get away with a lot more in post. That means that boom mics, which would have otherwise been like just right over like somebody's head, now needs to be further away, so you're not giving the audio engineers the same quality.
Well, and also there's a certain amount of natural kerfluffles that happen. Let's say there's either radio interference or a wire gets bent or something, and something goes wrong. Like in order, there's God the producer, there's Jesus the director, there's his apostles the talent. Or between that, the DP is a bishop or something, and then like times that a sound person has walked onto set and said, stop down, I'm gonna need you to stop down for a second. We're getting some weird screwed up signals on the sound. 0.
Yeah.
Brian, when we were talking this before we went live, you said that there was a movie that you remember when you were working in theaters that was a big problem because of a really jacked up audio mix.
Yeah, dude. When I was a projectionist, we had Jurassic Park, and I want to believe this was a pivotal moment, but it probably was part of a trend that just in my lifetime I noticed.
Before you explain the problem, please read number 4.
Technology, aka the Jurassic Park problem.
And that Jurassic Park problem was what?
was the fact that Spielberg really wanted the dinosaurs to be scary and loud. Now, there's a problem in that you can't make them go louder. Speakers don't actually go to 11.
Yeah.
But what you can do is take everything else and turn it down to
it down.
3. And so,
Throw compression
meanwhile,
on
I
it.
worked at the movie theater where people would ask for the manager to be like, what is wrong with your sound? Because
Yeah.
I can't hear a damn thing. And then it's plus, and in fact, it would be so loud when the dinosaurs did show up, it would disrupt the movies next door. And so they would come out and complain to the managers.
And the other, so part of what they explained is that has remained a problem throughout the 90s, that especially for action movies, they jack up the audio to a really, really loud level. And that means that if you have your system jacked up to that level, then other movies that come in are going to sound very, very, or they're if you have to turn them down, that means that all these other movies are very quiet. So that is another reason.
And keep in mind, worth noting is from the world of podcasts, I think almost everything we do, Mission Control, this is Green Room, if you're there. Is it true that all the podcasts we put out run through an equalizer, and does it actually pretty much equalize everything?
We do
Oh,
compression
compress.
live.
Sorry, compressor.
And,
Yeah.
And we do compression live for Great Night and all the live streaming, and then for Cord Killers and Weird Things, I'll do another extra pass. Great Night usually doesn't need it. Great Night's very direct to tape. But yes, we do.
Well,
we do a little bit. Yes.
everything is compressed to MP3, like from what it gets exported,
Sure,
right?
But the signal
but I
is
mean, like,
compressed. Yes.
yeah.
Like we don't ever speak so quietly for so long a time that when we shout, it becomes painful to your
Yeah,
ears.
right.
Wait,
Usually.
he says cautiously. No, not looking at the chat.
So the next one is basically blaming the directors that there's the familiarity problem of like if you listen to something and you say like, oh, what was that? And then somebody says, oh, he said go around the corner and get in the car. Then every other time that you are watching this over and over and over again, you now know, oh, it's go around the corner and get in the car.
and then you don't think
Yeah.
about it.
It's like it sounds perfectly clear to me.
Which that's something that I know from doing podcast editing is like I know I have to catch problems the first time.
Yeah.
Like I have to really be sure to hand wave away, at least especially in the note taking phase, to be like, no, like let me just keep putting down these things for notes. And then finally the last one is the fact that there are so many different audio channels now in our modern world. Before it was like, you had like 3 audio channels or 4 audio channels, something like that. You had like a 4-channel mixer. Now there's effectively infinite ones.
I remember that protest song. 1 channel's all you need. Stereos from the devil. 1 channel's all you need. Gramophone. Fuck Tesla. The old Edison hit.
That was the old Edison. Yeah, Edison's breakout hit.
No, it wasn't Edison. It was actually written by somebody else. And
Yeah.
Edison just covered it.
It was written by Elvis Presley.
Yes.
So now there are so many channels, and everything is mixed because you have all these directors that are like very like, oh, it needs to be in theaters, that everything needs to be exactly the way we
I need
want
to
make
close
this.
my eyes and feel like I'm there.
Basically, and so
you smash cut to a single speaker on a just CRT tube.
exactly, and now even with like sound bars and stuff like that, which are better one-stop shop solutions for folks who don't want to put 19 different speakers around their room.
Right.
It still gets muddied because you are pumping so many different channels that are all trying to do very different things through the same speakers. So there we go. You're not getting old and dying. I mean, you are, but that's not the
we are.
That's not the reason
Spoiler
why.
alert.
That's not the
That's
reason
not an
why
indicator.
you can't
Yeah.
hear
It's not an
dialogue.
indicator.
Okay, well, it didn't address the one problem that I truly have, which are all these full range of hearing having motherfuckers who tell me to turn off the closed captioning. You're sitting there. You invite your friend who has a political orphanage podcast.
I
and he
know. I
comes
was like,
over
what?
And he says, could you please turn off? This is a shared experience, I assume. Anyway, Andrew Heaton is the only person I know who says, ooh, that's distracting. Could you turn that off? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll just guess what they're saying.
Oh,
then.
you didn't push back?
No, I will not.
Oh, that
It's me
gangling
who's the old
scarecrow.
man.
Brian's like, I'll just make fun of him on,
Yeah.
on a different
Oh, he'll get
show.
hit.
I don't
Come
want to be
for
rude
me,
to him. I'll
Heaton.
just
Yeah,
destroy
yeah,
him.
you'll hear this, motherfucker.
It'll never get back to him.
Yeah, here's a subtitle. Go fuck yourself.
that is one of the things I love about not only our podcast, but not only our podcast community, but the fact that we're rapidly becoming like a neighborhood where we can gossip about each other and
And
spread
you know
the
what he
word.
said? Shut up. I know what I said.
Yeah.
When you go text Heaton, do you know that you bullied a disabled person?
No.
Sorry that you're bothering the elderly again.
Miss Bonnie, tell us about this latest batch of art that came out of the kiln.
Oh, it turned out. I'm excited. So,
This looks like
What's your degree of percentage of success?
it's probably 85% now. Like at the beginning, I lost a lot more stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm getting
That's
better.
gorgeous. That's really
Thank
exquisite.
you.
And it's
one really
it
turned
doesn't do
out.
it justice that it's being seen on a GoPro over a Twitch stream, but
Yeah.
the deep violets and teals and black in there is extraordinary.
Yeah, so
we'll have to
there's-
take good photos.
There's a kind of a mix going around for a galaxy.
I was gonna
know,
say,
so-
Oh my God, it does.
Yeah.
it looks very galactic.
See,
But
and I
I
was thinking
took
like
my own-
Whittier, like a Whittier mushroom, and maybe like kelp. There's kind of a kelp thing
I was
going
about
on.
to say
is-
for
this is
audio
seaweed.
listeners, I get kind of a coral vibe, but I guess kelp. Yeah, it's leafy.
Yeah.
Imagine evil kelp holding a
Evil-
white claw.
I see. I just
Yeah.
want to cook it with a little bit of pork and put it over rice. So
Delish.
I just want to take
So-
ecstasy and dive into it.
I just want to
Oh my
call
God.
Andrew.
find myself amongst the stars.
I imagine that would be kind of pleasant.
Or I would just break it by falling forward
Yeah,
into
this
it.
is
Yeah.
true.
In the chat, they're
Stab
saying just
yourself.
make sure Brian doesn't actually drop it. That'd be a real Brian move. You're not wrong, but you're an asshole.
But you're going to get the same subtitle that Heaton got. All right, question for the room, starting
Yes.
with you, Bonnie.
What's up?
Either a song or genre of Christmas music for which you cannot stand. Like an instant skip, an instant fuck this, like a kind of music, a kind of Christmas music that you're like, I'm out.
Okay. Well, I mean, without a doubt, that one drives me nuts.
Yeah.
You don't like simply having a wonderful Christmas.
Oh no, I was.
that's
doing,
the song that broke up the Beatles, right?
I did. I have a hard time. Okay. It's so complicated because like
Dig
every
in.
famous person has to take a stab at doing a Christmas song.
Yeah, sure.
But I hate it. It's just like famous people, stop trying to make your own Christmas
So like
song,
pop
you know?
starlets will like all
Yeah.
sing the same. They'll all
Yeah.
do the same album, like from the
No, I guess
Jessica Simpson to Ariana Grande to
well, I guess
like-
I don't mind when they do an old standard.
to do their own new song.
But when they try to do like introduced a new Christmas
new
song,
song,
or
yeah.
something, then I'm just
It's
like,
like,
it's just always dumb.
Christmas mall, we're in a Christmas mall, a mall for Christmas things.
Although let me tell you,
Malls.
there's that one with the last Christmas I gave
Well,
you.
that's
my
that's
heart.
Wham.
sure.
That's Wham.
So
Yeah,
that's one of those. I
but
like
that one
those,
works.
those are my favorite
again.
Yeah.
in that they're accidental Christmas songs because
Oh,
that was not
yeah.
written at Christmas about Christmas. It was like, well, this terrible event where you were a fucking asshole and fucked me up,
Yeah.
and I hate you for it,
Right.
happened at Christmas.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
So it's kind of
and then it
about
became
something
a Christmas
else.
song.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I like that.
But I guess also then, like, so the best version of that, or at least the most iconic version of that, as being pointed here in the chat by Scoopinova Girl, is Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas."
Yeah,
you.
she,
Unless that's
she
an old
gets a
song.
pass.
It is now an old
Well,
song.
now it's an old
Well,
song.
now it's an old one.
Now she makes like her new career is being the lady that ushers in Christmas by counting her Spotify money.
Yes.
like because
Right.
it just gets played 50,000
Right.
times.
So-
All right, am
for
I
whatever
the
reason,
only
that one
one
works.
who's deeply uncomfortable with it being a canonical Christmas hymn?
Yes.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Is it a canonical Christmas hymn?
Up here it is. Could you
the Catholic Church,
Okay,
they're
all right,
the
all right,
boys'
hold on.
choir.
That's
Dude,
Yes.
that's
Please now bring out.
Hold on. Real quick shouts out. Baptists, I know you're out. Catholics, I know you're out.
Yeah.
Methodists might be in. Pentecostals probably out. But imagine a viral video of just a clip of a congregation all with their books open singing. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
And you got the old
can say
granny.
there's no such thing as Jesus. But as for me and
Grandpa,
we believe.
Or you got
dad.
but like whenever you do like the congregation ones, you always get like the old lady reindeer.
Yeah.
They're really trying to
God, that is viral gold in the making. You could be the most famous church in America tomorrow, people.
Do you want to be famous, church? Viral fame is there for you. Brett, what is your least favorite? The insta-skip Christmas, either song or genre. We were seeing some in there. Country Christmas, kids singing, kids singing Christmas songs.
Kids singing.
I mean,
Kids
for
Bop.
me,
Kids Bop.
I mean, if I want to be a positive person,
Yeah.
I can say that really Vince Guaraldi's Peanuts
We're
Christmas.
not talking about great shit.
Yeah.
Is the
That's
thing
great.
that
The greatest
I would
shit
be
ever.
happy
The greatest
just
shit ever.
listening to
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I would love to be listening to.
What part of what do you hate? Do
Yeah.
you
Well,
not
but
understand?
I'm about to turn.
Okay.
Let me-
Also,
give me
you
a
know
second.
we have to get 4 weeks of this shit. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna be talking about this for 4 weeks.
Yes,
We're starting with the negative.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. I fucking
Just
hate
that song, any
Really?
version of it particularly.
any kind of rock and roll.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle
Bonnie,
bell rock.
Bonnie, this is the
Mocking
reason
the
why I went with what I
bread
like
and digging the
first,
swing.
instead of
He's
this
freaking
fucking horse
and
shit that's
freaking
going on
and
right
losing
now.
his shit.
I just
Because
also
we're
like to
rocking
add,
too hard. What's
Tom
that?
Hardy has a song called "Kind of Almost Christmas Time" that you should go look up, and it's like the perfect Thanksgiving song.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
And
really?
it's kind of almost Christmas
So
time.
you are
They go
you are-
December 1st. It's still too early to be talking about Christmas.
I
So-
wonder
so-
if this is the one that my kid said. There's one song that almost sounds like a Christmas song that was in the mix, but it was almost like written by aliens or something.
No, no,
like
no,
if an
no.
alien flew down, it was
No,
just
this
like,
guy
this
is
Christmas
fantastic.
song.
This
No,
is
it's-
yeah, kind of. It's a banger. It's like
Okay.
you should not like the song, and then you listen to, you're like, you know, I kind of like this song. So
so you don't like any kind of rock and roll, like 56 like 50s rock and roll kind of
yeah,
Christmas shit.
I hate it.
Okay, Brian.
What about
It's racist.
I'm gonna tee
and
this up.
fascist, so-
I'm gonna tee this up. I'm gonna tee this
Well,
up.
thankfully, Vulture has put in their take. Here's why your favorite Christmas song is racist.
I'm gonna tee this up, and you can slam dunk it.
Okay.
The greatest Christmas song came out on Valentine's Day.
Yes. That's where
And
I was
it's
going to
sung
go.
by Michael Bolton.
Oh God.
It's just 10 months from Christmas. That's what Valentine's Day means to me.
That's a great song. It's a great song. Have you ever seen the Michael Bolton?
No.
Well, thankfully, we're 3 hours away from the show being done.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, Brian would handcuff you
I'm
to
gonna
the.
warm up the car right now.
No,
So I'd be
because
like,
he will- do not make him watch it like live on the.
No, just hear it. He'll just
No,
know.
no,
It's a song.
no.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Okay,
reindeer.
I'm centered. God damn it.
Here's my. Wait, no. So, you said what you like. What do you
Yeah.
not like?
Hold on.
Focus. Center your hate. Clear all of your positive thoughts. leave only the
There's
bile.
a lot of positive thoughts
I know.
associated. There's a lot of positive detritus all around Christmas that I have to clear
And
up.
Brian didn't even hate the song that broke up the Beatles. Like, he's
Yeah.
like- so like he's really having to search
he's
here.
like, wow, what do I?
He's got a
don't
lot
like?
more tolerance for Christmas
Okay,
songs
okay.
than I do.
I'm much more the grumpy old man. I'm like,
Oh, I've got one that I absolutely hate.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is an instant skip.
All right, go.
Pentatonics. Get them the fuck out of here.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Any kind of acapella Christmas shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, either you're going full, like, and I'm here for like the mega religious, like no drums because they're Satan's instrument.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the full, like, you know, like the Jesus away in a manger, like say Jesus 50 times in the song.
Sure.
Like,
Right.
I'm into that. But the moment they're just like, boom, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da,
You're like,
get it out, get it out, get
so
it out.
then also Trans-Siberian Orchestra, you don't like.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I actually this is less. It took me a moment to access this. I have to go back to being Kid Brian, but I remember listening and getting fucking pissed at that fucking trollop of a mom who's cheating on her fucking dad with Santa Claus of all people. What the fuck, you bitch?
Oh my God. So you're
That's not the sluttiest Christmas song.
I saw
No,
banging Santa Claus.
No, the sluttiest Christmas song is Santa Baby.
oh yeah.
Because Santa Baby
Oh, but
is
that's
either
fine. I
either
assume
a
she's
gold
an-
digger or a kink. It's either a gold
Yeah.
digger or a kink, and
No,
it's got to
but
be
I
one.
And like joking. She likes
mommy-
like joking too.
I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus really bothered me because it's like either the mom is a faithless actor in. Okay, this is a libertarian in me. The mom is a faithless actor in a social contract between my parents.
Oh my God.
And with, of all people, a quasi demigod who travels the world.
I mean, like,
Wait
I
till you hear what
understand
she does with
father
Krampus.
breaks the occasional promise.
She does some really weird shit with Krampus. Is what
I mean, but that's like, there's the point to that song.
Correct,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is that she's a whore.
Yeah, they go through the whole song.
Exactly.
She's a whore.
Brian with
so rare I actually get you.
Brian with the fucking dice leather jacket. Like, yeah, cause she's a whore. Oh,
It is so rare.
I
that
saw mommy sucking my dick. It was your mother. It was your mother. I'm coming down a chimney. Oh,
Because I come that much. Oh! It's a bukkake party.
Make it rain, I'm gonna make it snow. Watch out for the white stuff.
Your grandma got run over by my dick, dear. Oh!
See, now, I'd like to reference something back from the last show.
Little comer boy. Oh!
So, Brian.
You got slammer and jammer and bender and fucker.
Brian.
Oral and anal and all you can sucker.
Okay, so me saying
What
my
do
dick
you
last week is not that big
recall?
of a deal. I would just like to point out, me saying my dick last week is not that big of a deal.
The left one was in your mom's mouth. The right one was jerking off while it did.
We were all DP in her.
What the
And
fuck?
then, oh, God.
Uncool, Brett.
Living it.
Sorry, mission control, mission
once again.
control.
I don't care.
Mission control, that's nasty, Brett.
It's okay, my dad. the
I would like to
minister's probably
apologize to
listening.
the listeners. I'd like to apologize. We usually don't do that kind of comedy.
We don't
here.
work blue, but apparently
Yeah.
Brett brought his
Oh
potty
my
mouth as
God.
a gift for all of us.
It's the holidays.
You want me to go further? Is that what you're saying?
I think you've said enough.
I think that's what Santa's asked.
Hey, what do they call it? The aristocrats.
This is the second time that Brett has used terminology that I'm like, I don't want to look it up, but I'll ask later.
I'll ask Santa.
See, it's funny because what I mean is like, no, Brad, don't tell me.
Josie was talking about your point about the
About-
slutty.
whoa.
I was gonna say, why are we bringing
slutty,
Slutty songs, like
yeah.
where she's just like, well, she said, I never understood why moms were flirting with Santas. Like, that just really weirded me out. But now I get it.
I'm like, you make out with
So-
Grandpa.
She never saw Hot Santa. Hot Santa, once again, where I'd
Right.
like to bring back Hot Santa.
Oh.
Because
Yeah, because that's your
That's
your
where I'm
lane.
going.
I mean,
That's my
because
goal.
of that iconic song.
Hot Santa.
Check it and see.
Hot
Santa, check it and see.
I got a present for all of thee.
Come on, baby, you can do more than jiggle.
I just ran over some grandma, you see. Hot Santa, hot Santa.
I rest my case. New song. It's a new song.
I love the idea of Santa like, all right, I fucking rock hard because I just killed an old dame. Who wants a kiss? Come here, lady.
Who wants a bag of coal? Hey.
I didn't say cookie. I said nookie.
I did it all for the cookie. Come on, the cookie. Come on. My name is fucking present. Yeah. And sing 'em up your yeah. Sing 'em up your yeah.
Don't forget, you can support this fine programming by going to patreon.com/great-night if you love people who run over old ladies.
I love Christmas music though. I listen to a lot of Christmas music.
Do you
I do.
share
I
the
love it.
same affinity I have for specifically like the older and the more crackle and pop vinyl noise there is, and this is pure nostalgia, but like the older and more ancient it sounds, the happier I get. I don't know why.
Little Drummer Boy, yes. A little bit of crackle when I'm hearing Little Drummer Boy.
The recording.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe in the background they're all like, this one goes out to our boys across the border.
Yes.
Across the border.
Across the border.
Across the border.
Why are they in Canada?
Feliz Navidad. I didn't have that one.
I'll say this
The Kaiser won't see it coming.
about Christmas songs. I don't think any lyric in all of Christmas music goes harder than the dude in Feliz Navidad who says, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that dude owns
Feliz.
Like, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm always, like, even every time I hear it, the first time I hear it, I'm like, doff of the cap, brother. Like that, like, he owns some shit.
I do believe that's Jose Feliciano.
Is it?
Yes.
Fucking kings to you, Jose.
Yeah, that's right.
Kings to you. Every time I hear it, I'm always like, that motherfucker got it.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't
He
never
had the
heard
spirit.
Merry Christmas sound like a threat before that song.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
But I'm not gonna. Like, what?
yeah. Why
I want to,
why
well, then
stop
just
at
do
the,
it.
Yeah.
Don't say
put
you
it out
want
to the
to. I want
universe,
to,
like
but I'm
the
not going to
secret.
do
Yeah.
it.
From the bottom of my heart.
Feliz Navidad.
I killed your grandma. Ran her off with my reindeer. From the bottom of my heart. She owed me so much money.
I think the one that I loved that it got a little bit overplayed and it came back was the 70s version of Don Hathaway's the really funky Christmas song.
Funky Christmas?
Yeah.
Do-do-do. And what's awesome is if you listen to that version, the bass player, you listen it just for the bass player because that dude is going crazy and it's awesome bass playing.
It's like the this Christmas.
Yeah.
You died by the fireside.
Yeah, oh, it's so
Yeah.
good. It's
That's
so
how
good.
that's how I feel about the Run DMC Christmas in Hollis song, where it's like I think I'm finally over it now.
Yeah.
Like I loved how it was another accidental. I mean, not or it was intentional, but like Die Hard became an accidental Christmas movie.
Sure.
It just
Yeah.
happened to be
At Christmas.
the murder of a bunch of
Yeah.
people at Christmas.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is that's so on brand.
Yeah. I mean, the reason for the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, well, Christmas time in Hollis is now like legit. I feel like in Christmas canon.
Yeah, it's too much so for my taste. Like
It's too inside.
Yeah, I won't play for my kids anymore.
Really?
Denying them it.
Oh no. Yeah.
Is it a punishment?
Well, because like I don't know, maybe 15 or 10 years ago, they'll be all like, "What? This is Christmas music. This is unusual." But now it's like I'm a 50-year-old dad, and I'm like, "Come on, kids!
Yeah.
It's called rap, and it's taking the world by storm."
The kids these days, they like that rap.
I heard a truly awful fucking New Kids on the Block Christmas song.
Oh.
That was on a random like channel that I was playing. That was like truly horrendous. It was like New Kids on the Block trying to do Beastie Boys like really, really bad. It was truly
I
horrendous.
do want to hear
Funky Christmas.
I
That
do,
was
I
it.
do want to hear about this song. But I
oh,
also
that was
want-
one that my kids trashed. They're
Really?
Like, yeah, they were like, "Oh my god!" And like we made little gingerbread houses and we're listening to music.
Yeah,
and
and
they had,
Funky Christmas
were
played
and they had
the
opinions.
homeless.
So Funky Christmas got hit hard by the kids, but then
Yeah.
also like Penny hates songs that like repeat, you know.
Oh,
You
she
know-
and I are of the same mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so when
my God.
so when Feliz Navidad came in, she just left. The
Like,
room.
I'm out.
She was just like, I can't take it.
I mean, that has simply having a wonderful Christmas time
Yeah,
drove a
that's-
permanent wedge.
The song that broke up the Beatles, right?
Yeah.
That
So
one
that
is
one
the
we all
inverse.
skipped.
That one is the inverse. Like it's so hated that now I love it.
Brian
Like-
absolutely gets
Yeah.
giddy. Like he was enjoying
Every year, go back to my Twitter history. You will see every December for the last like 7 years. I said the best part about Christmas was that now you're hearing simply having a wonderful Christmas time in your head, even though I hear it stop playing.
I will say probably the worst one for me is "Do They Know It's Christmas?"
No,
Yeah.
That's
no,
pretty
that's
bad.
straight up racist.
No, that one's the best.
Feed the world, like you
That
guys
one's
need
the
privileged
best because it
fuckers.
just shows you how fucked up British people
Yeah.
are. How truly fucked up British people are. That was revered for like 10 years longer than it needed to be.
And then so everybody went, "Wait a minute,
Yeah.
this is horseshit."
Yeah, it's like there's no snow in Africa. And it's like, do you know what fucking like latitude is?
You know, it does. There's no snow in Australia. Also,
Yeah.
fucking get over it.
No, it's fucking that one's
Fucking
horrifying.
bud.
And
You
then
know
also no, the best line there is be thankful that it's them instead of you.
Yeah.
Wait, it says that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Be thankful that it's them instead of you.
Oh my gosh.
You're like, yeah.
I
I'm
So-
so glad I'm white.
And British.
Grandma got ran over by an
reindeer.
That's a good palate cleanser.
We need to bring Gus back so we can start talking about the whites again.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you were out at Epcot, but it's.
Oh, I was out.
He was at Epcot.
I was out. I was out.
I don't know that we could be more of a walking cliche, Brett and I, because the moment a black person enters the room is like, let's talk about race.
It was only because Brian goes, "What should we talk about?" And we were just talking about like the racism of the Joker.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And
My
so
fellow
I
whites.
immediately went,
Yeah.
"Let's talk about the whites."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
also,
that.
not for nothing, the confusing nature of race relations has been a perennial topic between my friend Gus and I for 30 years,
Yeah.
since before I met Bonnie. So fuck you, haters.
Why are you lashing out?
Yeah, because I'm Christopher Nolan. And did I mumble?
Yes, you did.
Oh, good.
So, wait, I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Why it's
I
Christmas?
forgot.
Was Christmas?
Why?
Why is Christmas?
Why
Y'all wanna
is
write a
How
song?
is
Yeah,
Christmas?
honestly,
Why is
explain it
where
to
is
me.
Christmas?
Yeah.
We should
Why
write
is
a
Christmas?
song,
Where
and
did
we'll do
Grandma
it in
go?
a style.
Why
Like,
is
what do you
Christmas?
see at Christmas time? What is a sense that you see? Yeah, or
There's a fat
Christmas
man
thing.
outside the
think we-
door, and he's trying to break in.
Why
Why won't someone call the cops right now? I'm scared for my life. Hoo hoo.
It's time for
Why
the
is
castle
Christmas?
doctrine. I'm gonna shoot the fucker coming through the door.
Stand your ground, is a law in my town, and I'll fill you full of lead. Bang, bang, bang.
While I'm mad at somebody call Wildlife Parks and Rec, there are some deer. They're up on my roof. I'm gonna kick them off. Of repercussions, I have no fear. He was making out with my wife. And it's okay.
Brian looked at me and he's like, he got this like feral look
You're like,
about
yeah.
him, you know, like, nah.
That's
old
why
man was making out with
monogramophones
my
are the
wife.
best.
It's raining deer. Hallelujah.
It's raining
Dear. Hallelujah.
My freezer's now full. I have sausage for months.
Ew. Ew.
I mean, apparently so did that guy's wife.
Whoa! Hey! Hey!
All right. Mission Control. Are you
I think
there?
we still got a few minutes.
No, yes, you're good.
Yeah.
I'll get you. I'll take you.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. I feel like
We're
that was too
gonna
good of
end
a
on-
button.
we're gonna end on
on
yeah.
the venison.
Yeah.
Eating the sparkly sausage of
Sparkly
The forbidden sausage.
forbidden venison.
sausage.
All right.
Hey, thank you, Green Room.
We'll see you when we walk over there and interrupt you talking.
Yep.
Merry Feliz Navidad.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Green Room, Great Room, Free Show, all of that stuff. Hello, everybody. Can't hear myself. There we go. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, we did end up getting one. This is the time for our birthday borner. Bryce's birthday borner. That's what it's called. I know exactly what I'm doing here. We're all good. This is the part of the show where we go to our Discord, discord.greatnight.tv, and we see who's got some shout outs to give for birthdays, anniversaries, special days. And we've got one today. It is Curtis, our friend Curtis Laracue. One Curtis Larock. His birthday was on Wednesday, last Wednesday. Happy birthday, Curtis. Alrighty. Well, that will do it there. If you want to get a shout out with, for say, because of what am I saying? If you want to get a shout out, go to our Discord, discord.greatnight.tv, and that will be how you can get in on that. All right. Well, it's time for a little bit of a recurring bit here on the Great Night Green Room, Great Room. Hello. Joining me is one Corey Cranfield. For a little bit of critical racing theory.
Racing theory.
Hello, Corey.
Hey.
It's good. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Did not have you last week.
No.
But we also did not have a new race since last week.
True.
They had a break, but we have not spoken really since the Qatar Grand Prix happened.
Correct.
The F1 Qatar Grand Prix.
I have not seen it.
Still hasn't seen it.
No, because I was on vacation,
Yeah.
and I was where internet wasn't great, and doing the family thing, so I just kind of had to skip out on the race.
Okay. Okay.
It's on my list of things to do as soon as possible.
It's a great race. I will say I think it's a pretty good race.
Nice.
We've got some of the information over here from the official website and all.
Yeah.
But the top three coming in third, Fernando Alonso.
I got spoiled a little bit. I saw an image on Twitter. So Alonso is awesome.
Yeah,
So, but how did
Former world
how,
champ.
How did this happen? Because
You
his car is not
it's
necessarily.
not
awesome.
particularly good. No,
Yeah.
you know what happened is most of the other racers did a two-stop,
Oh.
and Alonso was the luckiest guy alive to survive on that one stop.
Yeah.
Because the big story of Qatar was all of these tires being pushed too hard.
Wow.
Part of it is because they extended the track limits.
Okay.
So instead of the white line, it's the red and white curb.
Yeah.
So people were going even further and further off onto that asphalt that is really, really hard for the tires.
Yeah.
And so just everybody kept popping tires, and it made for a great fight with Fernando, because by the end it was I believe in fourth place Sergio Perez, also for Red Bull, was really attacking for it. It was a really great fight near the end, because it seemed like Perez kept falling back to pit for tires, and then kept having to fight his way all the way up to the top of the grid.
Yeah.
And he can, because he's got that good car.
Yeah.
But it almost it's why I think that the sprint races should be reverse championship grid or something.
Yeah.
Because these teams are clearly in certain classes of car, and if you let them do it, they will. That's where all the chaos and the excitement is.
So where's Bottas in all this? Does he think he's racing in a Sauber already?
Valtteri Bottas does not classify, doesn't finish the race. He has. I'm trying to remember what he has. He has a bad puncture, I believe.
Okay.
I'm pulling up some of the information here from race fans. Yeah, he had damage. I thought it was a puncture, but
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they pull him in near the end of the race.
Yeah.
And so no
They're
points
done with
there.
him? Is that why they pulled him in?
You wonder, but there was so much at stake for the
Oh,
constructors that
there is. Yeah, obviously they want him to finish high because they need it for the points.
Yeah, right.
Where's your boy? Where'd your boy finish?
It was not a great.
Lando.
It was not a great.
Where-
Lando did all right.
What happened to McLaren the back half of this year? I guess they're focused on the new season.
I think they're getting ready for next year. Like Daniel is still, I think, getting accustomed to the car.
Yeah.
And I think there is a good amount of just like we're gonna wait and see until next year because I think they probably didn't expect Ferrari to have the upgrades that they did a few months ago.
Yep.
That made them much more
Yeah,
competitive again.
they just kind of gave up is too strong of a phrase.
No,
They,
but they know that they can get more gains by spending time on PR, on publicity and stuff. Not that that's
yeah, just like Haas for the last 3 years. They just kind of
yeah, all that goodwill.
2022 and not the previous 3 years.
So Lando finishes 9th and Daniel finishes 12th.
Yeah.
Lando not having a great season, and he'll probably get taken by one or both of the Ferrari guys come the end of the season. But Daniel, it's a real shame because it seemed like after Monza that there was a lot of maybe he'll keep up, right? Maybe this is the start of some momentum for him. But I don't know. He's just not putting it together, and.
So I gotta watch it, of course. But how did Fernando look on the podium?
Oh, it was great. It was great. So it was his first time back on the podium in 7 years, I believe. He did something that I did not realize until I was going back and seeing like the subreddit for memes and all about it. But so during the podium, he like goes over to the railing and gets down and like is dropping the champagne bottle, which I didn't realize, but used to be a big thing.
Was, yeah.
And now
Share with the team, yeah.
right, he was giving it down to the team, and it's interesting that I've never seen anybody else do it. I guess they kind of said, please don't do that. Because
Over the last couple of years, I would imagine for sure, last 2 years,
Yeah.
and also just in general, that's done much less. And also, it depends on the track too, because sometimes they're too far away to drop the bottle down.
Oh yeah,
And that kind of stuff. So it kind of depends on the location of the podium to the teams as well.
makes sense. You know what interesting thing I found? It was in Qatar, this race, and so they couldn't have alcohol in the champagne bottles.
Right.
So it's like a mix of like rose water and pomegranate.
Okay.
Not a lot of fizzing. It didn't feel like to me.
I believe that.
I feel like they should have put some Mentos in there or something.
It is bottle.
Yeah.
Mentos in
They
there.
should do that. Backyard Scientist sponsors F1 next year.
Yeah. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an interesting race. In terms of the title fight, Max and Lewis, they spar a little bit, but Lewis Hamilton leads every lap of this race.
Yeah.
And that was a little expected because there's not a lot of braking zones
Yeah.
in this course.
That and whatever they got going on with that car, all of a sudden, that rear wing is rather fast.
Yeah, between that and the updated engine.
Yeah, yeah. And did you hear about how basically Red Bull protested, right?
Right.
Or at least that may be the wrong word, but they complained strongly.
They kicked off the whole rear wing scrutiny.
And then so Mercedes, they had to. The FIA came out with this little measuring tool. Yeah.
Right.
And so
It's basically like they have a disc that is shaped to the exact size it needs to go through the wing.
Yep.
And so between that, you have to be able to apply a certain amount of force without the disc going through.
Yeah. And so apparently that Red Bull was like, cool. After this race, they're like, okay, everything is good now.
Right.
So we'll see if everything is good. We'll see if it actually slows Mercedes down at all. It's going to be a close finish, I think.
It will be. The topic of conversation now, because there is no race this week, so everyone is getting stir crazy. But what do the outcomes look like where Max can cinch the victory before
Do you know any of them?
Bahrain? I might be able to pull one up, or if someone's got it in the chat. But it's basically like if Max wins and gets fastest lap and Hamilton finishes 6th or 7th or worse or something.
Yeah,
Like
so
there's a bunch of
none
different.
of that's going to happen. Okay. I mean,
There-
Max could win.
There,
but-
well, and this is all about cinching, right?
Yeah.
So not even talking about going into a winning scenario
Yeah.
in final race, but it was a lot of that of like, gets
Yeah.
does first or second, and Lewis does this badly, which is a possibility. It's a brand
Everything's
new course.
possible. I've seen some. I've been following Formula One for a long time, so there's been some weird finishes at the end.
Yeah.
But also thinking that Lewis will have problems, I think would be a poor betting decision because
They're definitely going to play as conservative as they can. Absolutely.
Lewis has won 7 championships for a reason, and it's not because he's a screw up
Right.
at the end.
Yeah. So this will be interesting. Actually, it was funny. There was an interview with the folks who run the final race, which is the final race, Abu Dhabi, or
Yeah, right.
I believe so.
Yeah.
They were doing an interview with them, and basically saying, like, yeah, it would be great if they didn't cinch it next race. It would be great if they came to ours and did all the good stuff there.
So people will actually watch our race.
Abu Dhabi, there it is. Yeah. But it'll be exciting this end of the season. I'm into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How's your football team doing? What happened with your football team? How's your football team?
Oregon did great.
Yeah,
Oregon did all right.
Yeah, how's your NFL team doing? How's your quarterback?
Chargers did not do great.
No, how's your quarterback?
Isn't he good? He's Justin Herbert.
I'm asking you how did he do?
I think they lost against the Steelers. It was you could clearly tell I was paying a lot of attention. I think I missed it. I missed the start of it due to a shoot or something.
Yeah.
And then I saw that it was like 7-24 and didn't
Yeah.
bother. But yeah, not look, this is a rebuilding period for that team.
Yeah.
We're talking about football. We're talking about
We
Chargers. We've already done races. Racing's over. Racism is over.
Time.
Now it's Charger time. Zap.
Superchargers, they suck.
They are rebuilding. This is they're
Which is bad
building.
because they have a franchise quarterback and they should be better than they were the season that they weren't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
See, I have a dying quarterback.
okay. Yeah.
The quarterback is slowly dying.
He might already be dead.
He might. I think at the end of the season, he's just going to fade like in Star Wars, like when Jedi's just kind of fade away.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what's going to happen to Ben
Do you think
Roethlisberger.
he's actually going to fade away? Do you don't think he got one more year? You don't think they're going to hold him to one more year? No. Who are they going to replace him with?
A fucking
Doug?
dude, Doug from Latrobe. That's who. No, they're gonna get some. They're gonna draft somebody in the second round or whatever, and they're gonna play him. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done I'm done rooting for the quarterback with 2 rape charges.
Yeah.
Like,
Join LA. We're rebuilding. We're rebuilding. Get in early.
I like Herbert. Herbert's my starting fantasy quarterback.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
He went over. I had both LA quarterbacks. I have both LA quarterbacks. I have Stafford and Herbert, and I went Herbert. This
Okay.
is a fun segment talking about fantasy football.
Yeah, that's what.
No, I'm saying fuck me. This is
Oh.
a bad place to take any kind of conversation. Is your fantasy team? That's, nobody's ever like, thank God they're talking about their fantasy team.
I don't know. There's got
I
to
don't
be
know.
one.
I know multiple people have told me that they like this portion of the stream.
Okay, good. I
So,
was wondering.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm ruining it. My point is, I'm ruining it. All right, here, question, because somebody was feeding me shit in the chat during green room. How do you pronounce the current COVID variant?
Oh, you say
Omicron.
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 Like
I
Omicron
say
per CIA.
Omicron.
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 Omicron. Yeah.
Like
Omicron.
Amistad.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just.
No, yeah, no. The person that was yelling at me is saying it's O H O
Right.
Omicron.
Omicron.
Oh
Oh
Macron.
my cron.
Oh my cron.
Oh my cron. That's what a French.
Oh my cron.
That's what a French security guard
Thank
says.
the maker. Oh my cron.
There's actually a crypto called Omicron. And it
Is
went up,
there?
It went up 900%.
Oh, jeez.
When that happened. No,
Well,
see,
it's a Greek letter.
It is.
right?
No, and that was the joke. But way back in the day, I used to work at a place called the Daily Orange. It's a newspaper. It was in college.
Yeah.
And because the women who worked there, at least 2 of the women that worked there, they joked that, like, they spend so much time there, it might as well be their sorority. So they had made up shirts that had Delta Omicron, which now seems like an ominous portent for the future.
Is unfortunate.
Was there a third letter? To
No,
that?
it was only
Okay.
Do. It was only Do for Dale.
I think
George.
I'm more scared of no third than if there was a third. I'm not scared of this world that the seers cannot see. Oh my goodness. Well,
I mean, I guess sweater. Like whatever it was on a sweater. So if you want to read into it,
Well-
if you want to go full fucking what's it called? Nick Cage.
what is it called? National Treasure.
National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Well, you're a national treasure. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
That is a dismissal if I've ever heard one.
What? I thought he might be looking for a way out. All right. And thank you, Corey.
Yeah, buddy.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us here for a little bit of critical racing theory, destroying the world one lap at a time. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for once again joining us here in the Green Room, Great Room. Got a little of my Cassiopeia going. Once again, patreon.com/great night is a way you can support this. If you have been enjoying the 20+ weeks of extra content, getting you the pre-show and the after-show all at the same time, getting Justin's mom in on the bonus. That's right. I had a report from Justin and Glow in the bonus episode this week. We had that great episode with Brian's dad, learning about his life story. All sorts of great stuff over at patreon.com/greatnight. Get those today. The bonus content is only growing. Alrighty, everybody. Let's see. I want to turn that off. We got space, right? Perfect. All right. Let's do some final thumbs ups. Ryan, how you looking? I'm feeling it. He's feeling it. Justin? Yeah. Oh, we don't have Brett. Where's Brett? Thank you, Annalisa. Oh. Where's Brett? I hope he's okay. Brett?
His job's easy.
From a place in blah blah, there's a ding dong for a sing song.
That's right.
And if you're late for the show,
Arkansas
it
nice.
means you won't go. I don't know why I'm making him rhyme. He
All the
doesn't ever
time.
do it.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, we got Brett who's getting hooked up.
Hi.
Hi. All right, Brett, how you feeling?
I'm feeling late. That's what I'm feeling.
Have you got an intro? Do you need another minute?
I've got one more line to write.
Okay, take one extra minute here. Of course, patreon.com/greatnight gets you all this excellence in podcasting.
Yo, is it okay that there's no cover on this mic?
Oh, I meant to steal one. You'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't fuck it up though. Because
No,
if you fuck
beatboxing?
it,
If I'm gonna beatbox, then
if you go-
I gotta.
If you're beatboxing, you got to go 90 degrees.
if
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
if we want to start spontaneously pentatonicsing,
You know what? Which would you rather spend 12 hours listening to? Pentatonics or Michael Winslow?
Michael
Michael
Winslow.
Winslow.
All
yeah.
Hey, nobody asked you. You're writing lines.
I
Read your lines.
All right.
Yeah, Michael Winslow can do Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, dude. I was
Yeah.
about to ask if you've seen that clip. That's amazing, dude.
Pretty cool. Oh, hey.
Well, now
there
I'm
you go.
safe.
Oh, now we got some protection. All right, thank you for that.
I am ready.
All right, we got a thumbs up over there. Corey and Annalisa? Yep and yep. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Great Room, Green Room pre-show hoopla. Let's do a show. Brad, I'm going to count you in.
Yes.